Welcome back to the BIN2BEAN training series on accessing and applying for public funding and grants. In this module, we'll focus on how to find the right funding opportunities for your business. Even the best project idea needs to fit the right funding opportunity. Applying to the wrong call can waste time and resources or simply result in a rejection because your project doesn't match what the European Commission is looking for. Let's start with the main tool for funding EU funding opportunities, the EU Funding and Tenders portal. This portal is the official platform where all European Commission calls for proposals are published. You can search for open or upcoming calls, find details about rules, deadlines and documents, and eventually submit your proposals online. The portal is available in English and it's completely free to use. To use the portal effectively, you should first go to the Funding and Tenders portal website, then click on Funding Call for proposals. You can now look for calls that match your projects by using keywords related to your sector. If you're working in the biowaste to soil improvers field, there are some keywords that are especially useful when searching for funding opportunities, such as soil health and soil restoration, circular bioeconomy, sustainable agriculture, waste valorization and recycling, nature-based solutions, biowaste. You can also filter by program name, like Horizon Europe or CBEJU, type of action, such as RIA or AIA, status, open, closed, or forthcoming calls. When you find a call, click on it to read the full details. Once you've opened a call on the Funding and Tenders portal, you'll see quite a lot of information. Taking the time to read and understand the call text in detail is one of the most important steps in preparing a successful application. Let's go through the key section you should focus on and what they really mean. In the topic description, the first thing you'll see is the Expected Outcomes section. It describes what the EU expects the funded projects to achieve. It's not just about your activities, it's about the results and the impacts your project will deliver. When reading expected outcomes, ask yourself, can my project deliver these results? How can I demonstrate my solution's benefits in measurable ways? Your proposals should explicitly show how it contributes to these expected outcomes, affecting the score you will receive under the impact section, as you will see in the upcoming modules. Just after the expected outcome, you can find the scope, which explains exactly what the European Commission wants to fund under this call. Think of it as the problem statement or the area where the Commission wants new solutions, and ask yourself, does my idea fit this topic precisely? Am I addressing the challenges described in the scope? If your project only partially fits the scope, it might not be a good idea to apply, because your proposal could be rejected as out of scope, or, in the best case scenario, it can affect negatively your score in the excellent section, as we'll see in the upcoming modules. Additionally, look for keywords in the call text. Terms like circular economy, soil health, bioeconomy, or climate-neutral solutions are clues about what reviewers expect. Use similar language in your proposal to show alignment with the goal. Another critical aspect to check within each call is the technology readiness level, or TRL, that the innovation is supposed to reach at the end of the project. TRLs describes how advanced your technology or solution is, ranging from basic research to market-ready products. These may not always be mentioned explicitly in the text of the call, but it is usually implicit in the type of action that we saw in the previous modules. For example, RIA projects should achieve a TRL around 5, while EIA projects should achieve 7. Flagship projects, which are more characteristic of CBEJU, should achieve 8 to 9. Make sure your project is at the right TRL for the call you're targeting. Otherwise, it can be considered out of scope or receive a lower evaluation. Finally, always note the deadline for submission and plan backwards. It is usually included in the general information for each call. Do not forget to download the official documents linked to the call, like the work program or specific guidelines. They often contain crucial details, such as the expected budget for each project under a specific call and possible variation from funding rates or eligibility conditions. In the next videos, we'll move forward and learn how to write a winning proposal. See you in the next module.